Your secrets, if you really look at yourself, you would be speechless. What happened to being doctors and teachers? What happened to being your brother's keeper? Nowadays kids more worried about the refund.
What's up guys, JNO here, and today we are back with the English Premier League, and we are going to do what I'm going to try and make a weekly series, which is JNO Predicts. Now what I want this series to be is me predicting what I think the results will be for the weekend, and me reviewing it afterwards. And I want you guys to get involved, so leave in the comments down below your predictions, and I'll probably pick one of you at random each week and we'll pair off. We'll see who gets the most predictions right, and if you get more predictions right than me, there may be something in it for you, there may not. I've still got to look into that, but for this week what I'll be doing is I'll be making the predictions. Feel free to comment on your predictions, but this week it will just be me against myself. And for every result I get wrong, and that's a win or lose or draw, if I don't get it right, I will be making myself suffer in the review episode by doing this. If you can see that there, that is Bean Boozled. That is the pack you've probably seen on YouTube a lot, where people get random disgusting flavours if the camera, there we go, if the camera actually focuses. And yeah, for every result I will eat a bean until I get a disgusting one if I've got the result wrong. So let's get straight on with my predictions, and hopefully I get a 100% record so I don't have to open that pack up. Anyway, my first prediction, we're going to go for the first game, which is Man United versus Tottenham. Now that's quite a big game for the first game week. I personally think Man United are going to come into this season all guns blazing. I like some of their signings. I think Darmian and Schneiderlin are good signings that have been kind of overlooked because of Depay and Schweinsteiger. I'm not quite sure how Schweinsteiger is going to do this season. I do think Depay has the potential to be amazing though, and compared to Tottenham, I haven't seen drastic improvements to their team. I believe they bought Toby Alderweireld, and they may have got a right back, Kevin Trippier, but I don't think it makes that Tottenham side that much better, where I feel like they're going to do any better than they usually do in a season. So my pick for this is a Man United win, seeing as it's Man United at home at the Theatre of Dreams. If I had to guess a score, maybe 2-0 or 2-1, but this is about me getting the actual result right, not the score, but the result. So I'm going to go with a Man United win on the first one. Then we go to Bournemouth versus Aston Villa at Bournemouth. Now Bournemouth were quite a good side in the Championship, and Aston Villa until near the end of the season weren't doing that well last season. But Aston Villa are more attacking now, so it's a hard result for me to pick. But defensively Aston Villa have looked weak. They won't have Ron Vlaar apparently for this game, and they've got a lot of new players in. I think it's something like 8 or 9 new players in, and I think it's going to take some time for that to meld together, whereas I think the Bournemouth team hasn't changed too much. So I'm actually going to predict a Bournemouth win. I'm tempted to go with a draw, but I'm going to predict a Bournemouth win. It will be tight, maybe 1-0 or a 2-1 or something, but I think Bournemouth will pull it out of the bag. Okay, then we've got Everton versus Watford. Everton are at home. I feel Martinez has something to prove this season, and they don't have Europa League now to worry about. Watford have bought some players in, but I don't look at their team and think they've got any star players apart from Deeney. Deeney may surprise us all. I may go for the first game just because of the first game nerves and such. I may go for a draw, maybe 0-0 or 1-1. Yeah, I think I'm going to stick with a draw, though I'm tempted to go Everton win, but I can't go all wins because there'll be a draw somewhere, so I'm going to go with Everton and Watford draw. So that's my prediction for that match. Then we have Leicester City versus Sunderland. Both have decent defences, both quite decent attacking. Actually, Sunderland weren't that good at attacking, but Leicester were very good at attacking near the end of the season. Leicester at home, new manager, the Tinker Man, Claudio Ranieri. I think it's going to be it's either going to be a high scoring or low scoring game. Well, but it's a tough one. I'm probably going to go for a draw again and then just sacrifice myself and take a bean for that one, because I actually think someone will score, someone will win, and I've got both Leicester and Sunderland players in my dream team, my fantasy team, so I'm a bit worried about that game. but we'll see how it goes. I'm going to go for another draw. Okay, Norwich City versus Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace could be an attacking force this season, but I think a few of their signings aren't going to be available for this game. I don't want to pick too many draws now, but I really can't pick, so I'm going to go draw again. Maybe I'm right with this, maybe I'm wrong, we'll see. I'll probably put £1 on these predictions as well, so if I win I can show you how much I win off of that. And yeah, I'm going to go for another draw with Crystal Palace and Norwich. Chelsea versus Swansea. Swansea, the kind of team that can pull something out of the bag, and to be honest I wasn't impressed with their forwards, Chelsea's forwards in the Community Shield. Falcao looked more dangerous than Remy, but still they didn't look that great. I think Chelsea will still pick up a win because it's Chelsea, so I'm going to go Chelsea win, but I think it will be very close. I don't think Swansea are a pushover by any means, so I think Chelsea will get the win, but I wouldn't be surprised if something else happened there, but I'm going Chelsea win. Arsenal versus West Ham. I think Arsenal are going to go in guns blazing at the very beginning. They usually start off slow, but I just have a feeling this season they're going to push for that title. They haven't had any major new signings, but that also means there isn't much to change, as in chemistry and melding the players together. But they have had a lot of players come back from prolonged injury periods. Chamberlain looked good in the last game, and if he comes in contention that could mess a lot of dream teams up and fantasy football teams. I'm a bit worried about their forwards as well though, Theo Walcott and Oliver Giroud, but I do believe Arsenal will win, and I think if they do win they might win big, which is bad because I like West Ham. My wife supports West Ham, so West Ham could upset them with Payet and Sacco. Apparently they've got quite a good link up going there, but I think Arsenal will get the win. So yeah, Arsenal win for that one. Newcastle United versus Southampton. I've not seen enough from Newcastle to suggest to me they're going to be much better than last season. They may start off well, and they may mid-table or just avoid relegation. I don't think they'll get relegated, but I believe Southampton will pick up the win. They looked decent in pre-season. I have said in other series, don't take too much of the pre-season, but I think Southampton have enough to get the away win here, so I'm going to go for a Southampton win. Stoke City versus Liverpool. Now this is how we ended the last season, and it was not pretty for Liverpool, but I do believe they won't make the same mistakes again. I do believe the Liverpool team then had given up, and this is a new season, so hopefully they don't give up that quickly. But anyway, I think Liverpool might pick up a win here, although Stoke have got some decent signings in and could be a force this season, but I'm going to play it safe and go for a Liverpool win, and hopefully won't have to suffer predicting that, because to be honest last season predicting a Liverpool win was almost impossible. And then finally we've got West Brom versus Man City. Man City don't have Aguero ready, I believe, so Sterling may play up front. I don't know who will play up front, maybe Bonnie. Sterling has looked good though, and Silva Sterling could link up quite well. Silva playing the through balls to Sterling. I believe Man City will pick up the win, but West Brom have a decent defence, so it wouldn't surprise me if something else happened, but I'm going to go with the Man City win, and fingers crossed that is not too many Bean Boozled minging beans that I'm going to have to stick in this beautiful mouth. Anyway guys, thank you so much for tuning in. That has been JNO Predicts Game Week 1. And please like and subscribe if you like this idea and enjoying the content. Thank you so much for all the support, by the way. This channel's been only going for about 3 weeks. We've already hit over 50 subs and we've got like 3,000 plus views. So I really appreciate all the support you guys have been giving me. It's really made me hungry to keep doing these episodes and coming up with new ideas. So thank you so much for that, and I will catch you guys next time. See you later.